And once again, you see why we have the best technical analysis in a super simple, easy way to understand and trade this market. We've been talking about this symmetrical triangle that Bitcoin's been in since January, and look at today on the pump, and we've been telling you where your lower support is, and we finally got a volume burst, and look at that. Oh, what the fuck? What the hell is that? We finally got the volume burst right here, and this is the 3 hour time frame, and look at it. Look at where it came up to. We've been sitting here with our drawing tool down here on the uptrending line for a few days after we had that pump for several days. And look right where we pumped from, the lower part, and we held support and we pumped right up to the red arrow, almost hit the red arrow dead on to the 41,396, and that's your uptrending support or upper resistance. And now if you're playing this triangle, if you don't get volume, I would say you're going to trade on this. You could peek out, and then you're going to trade back down just like you have been until you break out of this triangle. And it's still got time left. And all we've done now is go from lower support, where I've been telling you, if you've been watching the videos, you you buy support, right? Buy support, sell resistance, buy support, sell resistance, buy support, sell resistance, buy support, sell resistance, right? Until there's a breakout up out of this or down out of this, right? So another solid call by Vincenzo in a super simple, easy way to trade this market because this is the pattern that you're in the overall scheme of the bigger picture of crypto. This is the consolidation that you've been in after a big crash. If we look at the daily time frame, you can see we've been in a nice consolidation just like we had after we crashed here and came all the way down, right? When we crashed right here. See that? Right here we crashed, but then we had a consolidation right here, right? But this consolidation broke up, right? And then we had our mountain double top. Then we crashed again about 50%, and we're having another consolidation. But this one's a symmetrical triangle, a neutral continuation pattern, and I think this one is going to break down, right? And you can see we have your downside targets with this. Well, I deleted the one that had the short term or the targeted move, which is right here, 28,000 is your targeted move out of a breakdown out of this symmetrical triangle. But right now, I'm not seeing anything in the daily that's telling me that this is going to break way up and actually break out of this to the upside. I think you're looking at something more like that, something more like right here, right? Oh my God. Looking like something like you did right here, right there, right there, right there. And I think you're going to have a repeat of up here because you're just buying support and selling resistance until you break out, confirm a back test, and then get up and shoot up, right? And you start breaching these old highs. I would be playing Bitcoin over the next day, day and a half, 2 days to sell back off now to lower support at about $38,529, right? So that's what it's looking like there. XRP, what I'm going to forecast right now by XRP is you're going to come up now and follow Bitcoin. And now finally, we've been talking about if you're not in a trade yet, this is probably a phenomenal swing trade where we're finally, after we've been talking about forever, holding this lower support where you could make a run up here at your upper resistance. As you can see, upper resistance, and that's where that was sitting out over there, right? Upper resistance, and it's a descending, and at current price today, it's at about 91 cents. But I think you got overnight tonight, you're going to get a nice pop up in XRP, and then it's going to start to come back down, right? But I think you're in a good position right here with our industry exclusive measuring tool that I think you're going to get you could get a 20% pump in XRP following Bitcoin, right? You see Bitcoin came all the way up and did another touch. And if we zoom in now to the 3 minute, we're already getting rejected. So just like we thought, so if XRP does come up there, it's going to get harshly rejected, just like Bitcoin, right? Let's see XLM. It did have a nice pump. See that? Look at that. It came off. We got to zoom out to the hour time frame. You can see we held that 16,666 line, and now we've come back up to upper resistance where we've been getting rejected time after time after time, right down, 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 down. So we'll see if this can't get up and start breaching this with volume, but there is no volume, so I fear that this is going to trade back down, right? ADA. We've had a nice pump too. We've had a little bit bigger of a volume spike. We've gotten over the 200 day and the hour time frame. So that does leave room for ADA to maybe make a nice run up. ADA, if you get bullish, you could come up. If you look in the 3 hour time frame, you could try to make a run up here at the 200 day in the 3 hour time frame in ADA at that 87 cents, right? And that would be from current price a nice 7% more. So that's, you could be going up there just like you have a few times back in this chart on this bearish uh, sentiment that's been going on in Cardano. You can see recently you got rejected by the 200, you got rejected by the 200, you got rejected by the 200, rejected by the 200, rejected by the 200. So you'll see if you get rejected again, or is this the time that we make a big old pump up here, or do we just get up into here and get rejected and continue down? Because it's been very bearish in Cardano since about Thanksgiving of 2021 when everyone was getting fat and happy. And since then, people that were following Vincenzo and listening here, they didn't get fleece heisted and shisted in Cardano, and it's down 73% at current price. And Vincenzo told you as soon as it broke this uptrending support, right? You're in a rising channel, and as soon as it broke the uptrending support, the targeted move is the bottom of the wedge, which is way down here, and we're going to continue in an up and down fashion to work our way down there. And so far, we've gotten to there. We can get a pump and down the pump, but this is your targeted move. So right now, the market is just pumped to upper resistance, and that's what you need to pay attention to see if Bitcoin can get some momentum and break up. But this to me looks just like another big pump. Get some buyers in there, get some jabronis to buy at 40,000, and then by the time they look again, when they get off the shitter, they're back in the shit house and they're down 100% of the move, and they're down from the top in about 4 hours, 5-6%, and then they're shitting themselves, right? Figuratively and literally, I think this is going to get rejected, and by tomorrow morning, my forecast is Bitcoin is back down here at lower support, right? I am calling for a 24-hour move from upper resistance to lower support. I think tomorrow when I talk to you beautiful people at about 9:30 Central Standard Time, Bitcoin is going to be down here at $38,838. Like, subscribe, and share. If you buy into some of these coins and they pump tonight, and Bitcoin you see falling tonight, sell the rally. Anything you get when they pump, you sell the rallies tonight, right? If you get an 8-10% pump up, you sell that because they're going to quickly sell off. This is nothing more than a teaser to get the hype train going, to get some buyers in there for the whales and the institutions and the market manipulators that have infiltrated the Federal Reserve, uh, the United States government, in order to manipulate the crypto stock market, currency market, monetary and fiscal policy that is destroying this nation from within, right? It's destroying us from within, and it's spreading from within to out, and it's a very deadly disease that has seeped in uh, to the US government, world governments that are just manipulating markets to beat down the retail trader and average working American and average worker around the world. And you need to understand that, right? Because these forces that are out there will only continue to get stronger, and they will only continue to impose stricter and stricter laws and reduce and restrict more and more freedoms all around you day by day, minute by minute. If you're not aware of this, you're going to be left behind, and you're not going to understand what's actually taking place as we have a major changing of the guard around the world as the petrodollar, the US petrodollar is going away, and the dollar as the world reserve currency is no longer going to be in existence in the coming years, and that's going to have dire consequences in the United States and around the world, right? Some nations will get stronger as the dollar goes away, but a lot of nations will get weaker, and the United States is going to have massive problems, and that is when Fed coin's going to come in a cashless, yes, that's right, you heard that correctly, at Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing, a cashless society where cash will be outlawed, and you're going to all use a Fed coin, right? Fed dollar coin, and all the rest of this nonsense will be just as illegal as cash. You won't be allowed to use it, right, for a lot of things unless you have the okay from the Fed and the Fed dollar coin, and they okay you to buy these coins to invest in, right? It's going to be a big change. There's a lot of things coming the next several years. You have to stay on top of this. Peace and love. Peace and love.